Theo Von sexually harasses Brianna Chickenfry. Did you guys see this?
Oh, yeah.
Do people know Brianna and dem titties? That's Theo Von. It's a quote from Theo Von. I think they're going to play it on BFFs. Do you guys watch BFFs?
No, I also put their interview together as the second link if you wanted to show a little bit. I don't have any time codes, but you could just show.
Great.
All right, so you're in school.
Yeah, this is great. So Theo was basically on a date. This was a really inappropriate video, really inappropriate interview. This girl, and I hate saying this name, this girl, she's called, and again, I'm embarrassed to say this out loud. It's Brianna Chickenfry. Too credit. Brianna Chickenfry, they call her. I ain't okay with that. Now, she's on the Dave Portnoy, the hit Dave Portnoy show, BFFs, with Josh Richards, the TikToker, and Dave Portnoy. They go over all the fool's news, basically. I mean, they basically report all the mishaps that influencers go through. So there's a lot of embarrassing tales, a lot of mix-up because Dave Portnoy is insane, and makes all sorts of mistakes and puts out a lot of misinformation about these young teens. It becomes big drama for some of these people just because Dave is so stupidly thinking of someone else when he makes a giant accusational statement about some kid.
It's a blast.
Brianna is the co-host of this show. She's one of these know-nothing Barstool hires where they hire a bunch of idiots to go out and entertain the college crowds at Barstool events. She was hired for that, and then she's on the show BFFs, which turns into a hit show with TikTokers and stuff. And so now Brianna is an influencer of her own out of nowhere. Theo Von's been on BFFs a bunch of times. There he is. And he's had the hots for this Brianna. We all have been predicting this in the BFF circles and stuff like this.
One episode, didn't we show this on the show where they showed the AI versions of them and Theo couldn't stop commenting on Brianna's tits the whole time while they were on BFFs? I'm pretty sure we showed that on the show.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Theo Von, the point of today's topic here, Theo Von is a sex guy. In fact, from what I've gathered just by listening to him admit things, he's almost a sex criminal. To me, I get that vibe from him, that he has some scary, and by criminal, I mean should be illegal. Criminal to me doesn't mean that, it's the state's definition. Criminal to me is, are you sneaking around? Are you being a creep? Are you doing something real weird? And I think Theo Von is past the norm. He goes beyond the norm into a very creepy, sick, perverted, pathetic, and shameful weird.
He feels a lot of shame about this. He
yes,
has to lock,
that's why he looks like a walking blob of shame.
He has to lock the porn apps on his phone, block.
He's the type of guy who has to
so
get rid of his smartphone because he's addicted to porn.
yes. Which he talks about.
I've got a porn addiction. Man. Yeah, I watch about 18 to 42 videos a day. I'll just jack up over and over. This is what he's admitting to people. This is why people have connected to him, by the way. Because he can't stop jacking off alone at a desk anywhere. He was doing it everywhere. The studios, the sinks, the bathrooms. He had a jack-off addiction. Think how silly that is. So he can't stop jacking off. He has to go seek ways to fix it. He's trying ashwagandha, ayahuasca, DMT, ketamine. He's trying it all. And he can't stop jacking off. He's got addicted to jacking. And we know that he stares, he creeps on girls. That's what he does. He creeps on them. Even if it's in a professional setting. I've seen him do this on Kill Tony. Just last night we were watching a Kill Tony. Yes. He would have gone on a damn date with the girl. So he's creeping. He wants in. I don't think it ever turns out right. when they eventually do hook up, I think it's a lot of misery, a lot of shame, a lot of ED type situations, you know. The night ends with him crying. He cries a lot due to sexual things. He's one of those. That to me is a sicko. You understand? I draw the line at sex is that big of a part of your life and you're crying in regards to some sort of sex thing. They visit prostitutes probably. It's in that hole. That is not an okay place to be. So he's got Brianna Chickenfry on, and the show was like a date. Because she don't need to be there. She don't need to be, especially Theo Von is like blowing up now on TikTok. Like he's huge, right? All of his videos get like 1 million views now. So this show is too big for her to be on. Unless Theo thought he was getting a little date afterwards. Let's see how they act.
Oh, some of them are fucking idiots, you know, but some of them seem like they know what's up, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so what else happened then? All right, so you're in school. Where are you working at?
I'm working out. I'm at someone's house. I was a nanny.
Okay, you were a nanny.
I was in school. I was pre-med though. So,
what?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're smart then.
Yeah, I was major. So I was doing all right. I was doing all right, but I wasn't like I wasn't that good. I was like bottom of the class. But I still had like a 3.2.
Okay, 3.2 is good though.
A 3.2.
I ship this. Date.
Ship Jixie.
Date. So here's the problem, and I knew this right away. We were actually in our home gym exercising while we first viewed this show.
It was a great pod.
And I'm sitting here, and the TV is like at eye level height, okay, in the home gym. And the TV is on the wall at eye level height, and I'm sitting there watching this. My eyes are about right here. I'm staring at these tits. And I'll show you. Here's a girl just in front of Theo. Remember, Theo is a sex addict, thirsty at the sight of even, an old woman's shoe makes him unbelievably filled with desire. So imagine this girl sitting here, no bra, sitting there, laying back, and these are just right there in his face. His eyes are like this, right at those. And I remember when this came out, watching in the home gym, I go, Jesus, you got your fucking tits out. To me, this is your tits are out, okay? If you're laying there, you can see all these tits, your tits are out. What are you trying to do here? And I know about Theo's porn addiction and how hard it is for him to control these urges. So now with that in mind, let's just watch Theo interact with her tits sticking out.
And I wanted to be a PA, so I wanted to go to a PA school.
Mm-hmm. And what is it, PA?
A physician's assistant.
Okay.
So it's like the least time in medical school.
Why would he care about
but you
this?
make the most money.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to do that because I only had to go to 2 years of med school after.
Okay.
But then I started making TikToks.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started making TikToks.
So you went from pre-med to TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was your first TikTok like at the was it involving like medical stuff or no, just whatever?
No,
This horse shit.
I was hungover.
This is what they make us watch, and they get money for this. This is what they make us watch.
I love this episode because it was like a date.
Yes. So, any brothers, any sisters, color?
She did. She explained about all of her
She
brothers.
did.
He really
Yes.
did ask that.
So he's asking color. What's your favorite color? Any brothers or sisters? Where are you from? Is it just me, or to me that is, I could care fucking less about anyone's answer to any of those questions. When people ask me that, I go, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm from outer space. Okay. Thank you. Uh-oh, my library.
He just doesn't know what to ask. He's nervous.
He's nervous, exactly, because he's on what's called, get out of this library, a date. And he has to look away because he can't look straight at her. When he looks straight at her, he's looking at them tits. And we knew this when this video came out. You're going to see why that's so important in just a second. Let's catch a little bit more of their intimate date.
Stuff or no, just whatever?
No, I was hungover. That was my thing. I was the hungover girl at school.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is your thing. You're always like hungover.
We're always hungover.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always hungover and having to like
Travel.
You're always hungover and having to like go back into the world and deal with whatever's going on in your life. You're like, this is how you like, this is how you like.
It's kind of like a
Very nice date.
Cute.
Okay. Very nice
I
first
kind of want them
date.
to be together. After this, I was like, they should date.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
But-
it looks like he's blown it.
Theo went too far, and we're going to see the real Theo here weeks later on his show after having her on. He said some things about the interview, and we'll show you those. They actually watch it with Brianna on BFFs with Dave Portnoy. So Brianna's sitting here. They're all on Zoom. She's on another Zoom line, but they're all going over this clip that you're about to see through their show about Theo Von talking about Brianna's interview that just happened a week or two ago. Is that queued up 23 minutes?
Should be.
Great. All right, check this out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Theo likes Brie? Question mark.
So this is one of the headlines. Theo likes Brie?
What's
Question
this?
mark.
So weird.
You just said Brianna
Okay,
chicken.
now they're rolling a clip. So they're all watching. Here's Dave. Here's Brianna. Here's Josh. And they're playing a clip from one of Theo's recent podcasts. He's going to be talking about Brianna.
What's this?
So weird.
You just said Brianna Chickenfry on actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, she's interesting.
What do you mean?
She's interesting, boy. She's got them tits, boy. Sorry.
T-I-T.
I didn't say it, but there's a
lowercase
part
s.
of me inside of me that said it.
She got them tits, boy. So you were thinking about those tits the whole damn time? Now, Brianna's watching this. Look at her face. She does not look too happy. As what girl would. Even the biggest sluts, they don't want to go, oh, I was on this podcast because I was supposedly an interesting person to interview. And the only thing he had to say about me was, yeah, she's interesting. Dem titties. You want to hear that
She sat
again?
there for like 2 hours. with
She
him
sat
thinking
there
they were
spilling. On the Theo Von show that we just
told
watched.
Her whole life story.
Her whole life story. This was like a big podcast for her. She's this huge audience is watching, and she treated it as if it was her Rogan.
Yes.
And she was introducing herself to the world. And all Theo cared about were dem titties.
You said Brianna Chickenfry on actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, she's interesting.
What do you mean?
She's interesting, boy. She's got them tits, boy. Sorry.
T-I-T.
I didn't say it, but there's a
lowercase
part
s.
of me inside of me that said it. Sometimes there's a party that comes to the surface and he's like, guess what I'm going to say?
surface.
Yeah, she got him done.
Yeah, she did. Boy, I'd freaking do him, dude. You give him a fucking half hour and some of that Michelangelo clay or whatever. I'd fucking put a third one on there.
Not my
He's
favorite.
very
Not my
infatuated
favorite
by
clip.
tits, eh?
After it's over, she goes, not my favorite clip. I mean, she looks pretty disgusted.
She's
She
so
looks pretty
pissed.
bamboozled, betrayed. So Theo Von's one of those type of guys. And then when you zoom in on his face, there's something. I mean, look at that. Imagine this guy sitting there with this fucking hair and making this face going, yeah, them titties, yum, yum, yum. Yum.
Keep her face in it too, because her face
Yeah,
is
let's see that.
zoom in
let's-
on just them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, she got him done.
Yeah, she did. Boy, I'd freaking do him, dude. You give me fucking half hour and some of that Michelangelo clay or whatever. I'd fucking put a third one on there.
Not my
He's
favorite.
very infatuated by your tits, eh?
It's a tough clip.
Yeah, definitely.
Tough
Not
clip.
overly surprising from Theo. Who's the
Yeah,
guy
it's
who
like Theo.
Wow. Dave Portnoy goes, tough clip. Tough clip, because that's, she works for him. I think he thought that was
Too far.
little down and too dirty. Too, what do they call that?
Dave's grown up.
That's a little rotten, huh?
Not my
He's
favorite.
He's very
No.
infatuated by your tits, eh?
It's a tough clip.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a tough
Not
clip.
overly surprising from Theo. Who's the
Yeah,
guy?
it's
Wow.
like Theo Von.
Who's the other guy?
Oh, that's
Wallace.
Trevor Wallace. He's I went on his pod. He came on mine. He's cool.
He's a funny
it.
guy, funny lad.
Funny guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably I
Probably
don't
not
want to
my
say
favorite
predictable.
clip,
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Right.
predictable.
Drunk fan thinks she meant me. I haven't
And
seen
that's
this.
that. That's that. Then Brianna's going to sit there like this the whole show. She thought they were having a great time. She thought he respected her. Nope.
Damn.
So that, I think, is kind of the real Theo. The Theo that I've seen all along. And we've got some photos of his thumbnails. I find, and I don't know if you guys noticed this is a real problem for me. Theo's starting to look what's called bizarre. He's starting to look bizarre. When I see pictures of him, I go, oh my God, such a bizarre face. Here, let's see if I could show you what I mean. Theo Vaughn. Next up
Hold
here.
on.
Yeah, bring him up there. And we've got some clips also from this latest Kill Tony that Theo's on, where Theo's been acting very strange. Almost, you could call it bizarre. Weird and bizarre.
Here
I'm starting to get a real strange feeling about Theo here. And I think we're going to have some good stuff with Theo coming soon.
Kill Tony's in next up.
Next up,
I'm just
okay.
gonna send you. Sorry, my computer's
Here we
being
go.
slow.
No, that's okay. I like a slow machine. So that little cooling pad I bought didn't work.
It just stopped working just now. I think it got too hot.
Wow. I bought her a nice cooling pad for the laptop. That was $59.
It does have a plug-in, but I gotta find it on the next break. So.
Oh, so you haven't turned on the fan?
No.
Wow.
I
Look
thought
at
that the lifting action would be enough, but
the city's. Oh yeah, and we've got a bonus from Kill Tony too. Yeah, we've got some good stuff from Kill Tony. The real pixel. I'm not seeing the Theo part. Hold on. Let's see what we got. Oh, Theo's face. Yeah, Theo's face. What's going on? Yes, of course. 13 minutes, right? Jules?
yes.
Everything online?
Yeah, sorry, I just have to use my phone.
13 minutes. So, yeah, we got something weird. And does it start a little bit before this?
Go to I mean, you could start from 11:30 and just do this whole thing because there's little bits sprinkled in if you want.
Kill Tony, Theo Vaughn, Brian Redband,
Angel.
D Madness there in the background. 11 minutes in.
Yeah.
So this is the Kill Tony Alley saga, right?
11:30. Yes.
11:30.
Sure is.
Okay, 11:30. Very late. Kill Tony Alley. You guys remember Kill Tony Alley? Kill Alley, they're calling it. They even started doing a show out of it. They've got all the comedians, and this really, people like to pick on this fact. Me too. This is one of those facts where we go, illegal! Been wanting him to get in trouble ever since I heard about Kill Alley, and I think it finally happened. Kill Alley is where all the comedians signing up to be on Kill Tony, sometimes over 200, they all congregate in the alley by the Mothership there, and they block the whole alley. They turn the alley into basically a pride parade. Looks no different than the Pride Parade, except way less pride.
It's the Shane
for how they're
parade.
dressed. Yeah, it really looks like the parade of Shane Gillis's family. It's one above homeless. I've got some pics of the Kill Tony Alley that you could see here. Here's one of them. Yeah, they've got like the tents set up everywhere. And it's crazy because for these guys, you know, like Tony and Joe Rogan, like hate the homeless. They're on like active campaigns, but it seems like they're creating most of the homeless. Again, this is people camping out, Kill Tony, people trying to get on that microphone. So Tony actually makes people fill the streets, which is against his political agenda as well. Pictures, and then I think I've got one more here.
Yep.
Yes. Vice News. And there some of it is. Did we have a video as well? Yeah, here it is. This summer, live in Comedy World. Kill Alley. I wish it was Kill Alley Makovsky, huh, fellas? The Comedy Mothership, of course. Oh.
I told my grandson that if
This
I
is the alley.
pounds, I'm going to be sexy grandma, and he blushed. He's been watching too much.
They all congregate, and
Okay, ask me a question.
you're seeing this and you're going, why would the city allow this? Why would the city allow them to block the entire alley and have a party out there of this nature for all hours of the night, every night of the week as well? Well, twice a week. Look at this. They're holding little. They're making teams are being formed. Allegiances, alliances are being formed here. Look, you've got people becoming. This is like that show, Solar Opposites. The people who live in the wall there. Kill Tony Alley is turning into that, where they're starting societies. See, this guy has become like. Yeah, see, he's starting a mini society here. These are the guys with him.
I think that he's going to go far.
Look at this. And he's obviously talking about this other society over here. So this is getting bad. So let's hear an update from Tony himself about the future of Kill Alley, an alley that I personally crossed my fingers for in terms of the city shutting it down. Although I would never participate in a shutdown of any sort. Of course, I do pray and hope for shutdowns and takeaways and restrictions. Okay, so let's see here, 11:30, huh? Let's hear from Tony about the state of Kill Alley. Some good news here, finally, guys. Some good news.
And thank you guys for having me in here. I'm excited to be here tonight.
Fuck yeah. Theo
wherever Theo shows up now, he has to thank everybody for being his fan. Everywhere he goes. Thank you all. I just want to say how much it does mean to me for you allowing me to be here as fans of mine. It's very bizarre. Like his face that you're going to see very soon. But first, Kill Alley.
Knows how it works. He's done this show many times, even back when it was in the belly room. But now over 200 people sign up. We have them all funneled, actually no longer in the alleyway. An update is that they're all funneled into another bar now, right next door. It turns out the city of Austin didn't want 200 people in an alleyway.
Thank you so much. Austin! Finally.
Not a bad city.
Finally a W for Austin. Finally, the city came to their senses. They kicked the people out of the alley. Now they're all at a bar. Now we just got to get them kicked out of that damn bar. Imagine and those kids have no money for booze. Does the bar really know that? Does the bar know most of these kids are going to be
buying shit?
They ain't buying nothing. These open micers are one above homeless.
Oh my God,
I'm not kidding. And this
that.
is for any scene. Every open mic scene I've ever seen in my life, it's the craziest people from the craziest parts of the city. They're all alone. None of them come in like a group of like 3 guys. They're all solo. They all find themselves. They all come out solo. Think about that. And then they meet each other. They start a scene. They never have any money. They're constantly trying to get free refills, coupon codes, coupons, whatever they could do to get some free food. James Fritz, our old buddy, our co-host, James Fritz, he was like that. He would go to an open mic 40 minutes out of the way if he heard they were having pizza night there. And you each get 1 slice of Domino's if you go to the open mic. He would go in that direction at the age of 36.
Oh my God. On the episode of Rogan with Gabriel Iglesias, Iglesias was like, one thing about your club, no food. Why?
Yeah, Gabriel Iglesias, that big fat Mexican comic, goes, Joe, I understand you are not serving food at your club. Why is this? We just think it's not necessary. Not necessary? Oh my. He was very concerned. A big fat guy concerned about a club not having food. It was classic fat guy behavior. Gabriel Iglesias. Very fine. I never thought he would make Redbar. He did just now. That was a micro coverage of him. Okay, so here it is. The alley shut down by the wonderful Austin City. What will they shut down next? Hopefully smoking weed in this club will be next to go.
Date is that they're all funneled into another bar now.
Tedros, what would Tedros
right
do?
Next door. It turns out the city of Austin didn't want 200 people in an alleyway. which is crazy
I
because there's
cannot wait till the bar finds out they don't have any money and they're all ordering waters. I can't wait. They're going to eat up that whole bar's
And
time.
the bathroom destroyed.
The bathroom destroyed by 200 of these skids. They're going to be ordering water so much that the bartenders can't sell beverages to any real customers because it's going to be water night. Oh, man. They're going to get thrown. And then what happens? You get thrown out of the bar. You try the pizza place next to the street. Yeah, Joe Rogan says you got to let us use your place to hold our contestants. And you know what happens if you don't listen to Rogan? He's shaking down the whole block now. It has to be Comedy Mothership.
I mean, the people could fight back.
The people, the city might find this as a zit on their community. Once they realize that this comedy isn't as fun as they thought it could be. It ain't live music. You're basically letting them delete your live music and replace it with this crap comedy. Some of the worst comedy our history has ever seen comes out of this mothership. That's not even a joke. Isn't that crazy? That's the craziest part. It's some of the worst comedy out, these guys. I mean, go watch Theo Von's Netflix special. It's some of the worst comedy out. Go watch it. The latest one. I dare you. Joe Rogan's comedy special. This guy hasn't done a special since 2016. He's getting away with murder. Where's your work, Joe? Mr. Typewriter? Mr. Mitzi Shore?
Why hasn't he had a special?
Where's his special? You can't not have a special since 2016. And they go, well, I actually dedicated my life arguing to COVID instead. So that was like my special. His special was his behavior during COVID. His childish behavior. Joe does not like a lockdown. And I think he's afraid to release his special. Are they going to be jokes? Does he think that it could be any joke that he's made from 2016 till now and mostly old stuff? That's a long time. How many times is he going to make you see him on tour before you get to see the special?
2018 was his
last 18.
one.
That's still a long time ago.
So that was
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
That's 5 years.
5 years. I mean, only Kanye West waits 5 years. No one else. Bebe Rexha, maybe. All right, yeah, the city shut it down. Thank you. They're going to shut down that part,
people
too.
in other alleyways, but they really, for some reason, focused in on us. You can't even make this shit up. It's unbelievable. The homeless, the fucking everything. They're like, what about the creatives? What about
Tony has like dedicated his life. Yeah, and you got to look at Theo coming up here. Tony's dedicated his life to like loving all tropes of like online conservatism, and he's like overboard. Like there was an episode last week where a trans person came on stage and he was like dying for the interview for her to bring up that she was trans so that they could all do trans style. They were going to do the Bud Light joke probably, but she never brought up she was trans and it got awkward. And Tony, but you could see he was itching for it. He loves these tropes. So.
And he still is on this thing where he's like, real comedy only in Austin and California. You try to do comedy.
Yeah, it's like
no.
over the top. It's almost like Denny level.
Where it's like
Nick DiPaolo level. Like, oh my God, man. But check out Theo. Where do we start with Theo here? What's the time code on Theo?
Oh, I just, you can play it from that part.
11:59.
Him looking crazy there for a
look
sec.
at. Oh, okay.
You can't even make this shit up. It's unbelievable. The homeless, the fucking everything. They're like, what about the creatives? What about these hopeful people trying to live their dreams? Let's stop this.
See what he's doing?
Anyway, so they're all crammed into a bar.
This is what I'm talking about. And I get into it. Any guy who does this is ending up on Redbar. I don't care how common it becomes. We just had, who's that big, fat, fucking piece of shit from Are You Garbage?
H. Foley.
H. Foley's got his mouth hanging. Who else hangs their mouth open like this? It's disgusting. And when you start hanging your mouth open like this, I might throw a ping pong ball in there. But I'm going to show all these because I never get tired of this because you could do stuff like
The
this.
creatives. What about these hopeful people trying to live their dreams? Let's stop this. Anyway, so they're all crammed into a bar. I pre-pull a name. Someone runs out to the next bar.
Okay, he got it.
That's not even a bad one.
Okay, go to 13 minutes.
So what is up with Theo? He's been acting bizarre. He's been looking bizarre. His face is